Welcome back to Dad Deals for the top things you should be buying at Harbor Freight in August 2025. Of course, we have a huge parking lot sale coming up. That's going to start next week, Monday, August 11th for Inside Track Club members, and then Friday, August 15th for everyone else. I did post an ad leak video last week, but since then, actually right after I posted that video, Harbor Freight did release extra pages, and this is going to be a good one. There is a ton of stuff in this ad, and I really think it's one of the best sales that they've had in a very long time. So stay tuned. We'll do a recap of that ad. I'll go over some of the new stuff that they added. And then there are a lot of new coupons that just dropped over at Harbor Freight that you can get right now. Especially if you're an Inside Track Club member, there are a ton of coupons that they just released. So sit back, relax. I'll break it all down for you. And as always, if you find my videos helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel. I am really trying to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I'm right around the 84,000, 85,000 mark. So if you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so. And without further ado, let's get started. So here is the full ad for that parking lot sale coming up. And you can see on the front page here, we talked about it in my last video. These are the 4 big deals that are going on. You're going to get 40% off all the socket sets. That includes Icon, Quinn, and Pittsburgh. That is going to be a massive sale. You're going to want to be an Inside Track Club member and get there early Monday morning if you're after any of those socket sets, especially from Icon or Quinn. You also have 35% off all torque wrenches. Again, Icon, Quinn, and Pittsburgh, they all qualify for that. 40% off all of their step drill bits and their drill bits. Now, one sort of correction on my last video on this is this does not include any of your screwdriver or impact driver bits. So this is strictly drill bits, unfortunately, but this does include Hercules, Bauer, Warrior, pretty much the entire gambit of drill bits over at Harbor Freight. And then you have 30% off all of their Badland winches and winch accessories. So any of those shackles or snatch straps, any of that stuff, along with the winches, are going to be 30% off. Unfortunately, this does not include the Badland off-road jack. So here are 2 of the additional pages that they've added to this sale. Nothing too major here. Kind of the typical stuff we normally see. You do have that Daytona 3-ton. This is the low-profile Super Duty jack. This one really rarely goes on sale. That's going to be $240. You also have your 225-piece and 301-piece Pittsburgh Mechanics tool sets on sale for about $40 and $30 off. That Avanti paint and stain sprayer, the handheld version, is going to be just $40. That's the lowest that thing goes. So if you have any fence standing projects or anything like that, that is a great pickup there. And then check this out down here. This is that steam cleaner. I did a full review on that. I still use it. I love it. And that is going to be just $25. That's a great price for that steam cleaner. Here are some of the other additional pages. Check out this over here. This is 35% off all of the elastic and rubber cords. So basically any bungee cord that they sell is going to be 35% off. So there's some nice packs that you can pick up and stock up on there. The folding cargo carrier. Now this was in the ad leak, is going to be just $80. That's a great deal. Some nice prices on battery 2-packs. So you have the Bauer 5 amp hour high capacity 2-pack of their batteries at $80, or you can choose from the 5 amp hour extended performance, basically same thing, a 2-pack of the Hercules batteries for $90. But that's your extended parking lot sale. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I will link to this ad in the description below so you can check it out anytime you want. Now let's focus on the deals that you can get right now. So first up, we have these wooden puzzles that Harbor Freight sells. They've sold these things forever. I remember getting these for my kids a really long time ago. They're a lot of fun to build, and they really make great decoration, maybe around a kid's room or a playroom or a schoolroom or anything like that. But these are always really cheap at just $1.50, but they're actually on sale right now for $1, and they've actually added some new ones recently. So definitely check these out if you have any kids and want some fun summer projects to do. Next up, continuing on these new Dollar Day coupons that just released, this is the Pittsburgh 1-inch steel spring clamp at just $1. These are great to take camping with you. They can hold down tablecloths really well, and they're just super cheap, and there's a ton of uses for them. Also, just $1, they have these microfiber applicator pads. These have the hand pocket on the back, great for waxing your car. These magnetic clips always bring back memories of being in school in the 90s, but here's a 3-piece set of those at just $1. At just $3, you have your Pittsburgh high visibility socket adapter set, a 4-piece set there. Of course, lifetime warranty with Pittsburgh, nice price. These half-gallon sprayers are really nice to do some spot spraying of herbicides in your garden or anything like that. They're lightweight, easy to use, and this is just $4. At just $5, they have the Braun 250 lumen portable LED work light. This has a magnetic base. You can pivot that light wherever you need it. Also has a hook at the top and it's just $5. You can get a pack of fuses, a 60 pack at just $6. I actually converted one of my kids' Power Wheels Jeeps to use Milwaukee batteries. And if it gets too much weight on it, a lot of times it will blow the fuse on that thing. So I have to replace these things a lot. So getting a 60 pack here at $6 is a great price. Here's a decent price on a 6-foot USB to USB-C charging cable. It's a braided cable, so that will probably last you a little bit longer than the other ones. And this is just $8. These solar wall mount lights are motion activated. They're super easy to install, super quick to install. Great for maybe around a trash can area. It's going to start getting darker sooner here. And at just $9, these can make a walkway or area by your shed or any dark area that you have around your house a lot safer. At $8 are these nice Bremen 9-inch long nose locking pliers. I really like this Bremen brand at Harbor Freight. I think that's a sleeper brand. They have a lot of nice clamps and other stuff. Here's not a huge discount, but I love this set from Bauer. This is their impact drill and driver bit set, a 35-piece set here. You're also getting those adapters with it, and this is just $17. Just a cheap torpedo level here. Has a magnetic strip on it, so it'll stick up to something you're trying to get level, and this is just $2. If you missed out last weekend on the 30% off anything $20 and under, or maybe you're not an ITC member, you can still get that US Journal Mini Steel Toolbox at 21% off at just $15, available in red, black, or blue. A 1/4-inch socket rail here from Pittsburgh at just 99 cents. Some V-shape hooks at $2. Here's the Bauer 2300 PSI, 1.2 gallons per minute brushless pressure washer at $220. Now, I do want to let you know that the Bauer 2000 PSI, 1.3 gallons per minute, so a little bit less PSI, but more gallons per minute, more flow, is going to be $160 during that parking lot sale. So depending on which model you want to get, you might want to hold off on it. If you want a cheaper price, or if you really want that 2300 PSI, go ahead and jump on this one. Some Hardy synthetic leather gloves here at just $5. They also have the Franklin foldable hand truck, has a 150-pound capacity at $28. Here's another one of those Bremen pliers. These are really nice. The C-clamp 11-inch locking pliers at just $10. Here's that fairly new Predator 200-watt foldable solar panel. These are super lightweight. They can be used with any power station. You don't have to use one of those Predator power stations. And that's a pretty good price. Usually you're looking at $1 a watt there. So 200 watt, $200 is not a bad deal. A 4-piece funnel set for 99 cents. Here's a nice tire inflator, has a built-in light on it, can run off that 12-volt adapter in your car. And this is just $13, kind of a no-brainer there if you don't already have one. A 158-piece wire connector assortment set at just $4. That's 20% off the normal price. Here's some more socket rails. This kind of has an all-in-one 1/4-inch, 3/8-inch, and 1/2-inch metric sockets. It can store for $17. Now, these next deals are for Inside Track Club members. That's that yearly subscription. And there are a ton of great coupons going on right now for ITC members ahead of this parking lot sale. Now, this was a free item of the week a couple weeks ago, but these are their top level batteries. These are the Thunderbolt Edge AA batteries, an 18-pack here for just $4. That's over half off the normal price. You have that battery liquid transfer pump here for just $6.29. That's really a great price. I've used these for fueling up a lawn tractor, doing water changes in an aquarium. This has even done a pretty good job of when I was changing a sprinkler head and the hole filled up with water, of getting that water out. So ton of uses for this. It's cheap enough that you can get a few, and I've really had good luck with these. With the nice fall weather, it getting dark earlier, some of these string lights can really spruce up your outside deck or patio. Here's a 24-foot strand of the LED version. These come in black or white, and they're on sale for just $17. I love these Bauer wet dry vac tips. And here is your dusting brush and crevice tool. And this is just $6. Can be used on any shop vac that you have. Some more socket trays. These are the Pittsburgh 3-piece organizers at just $7. Has those easy to read numbers on them. These are available in standard or metric here. I love these US General accessories. Here's the magnetic paper towel holder, now available in gray if you want that. This is $10. Your Hercules planer here at $350. That's $50 off the normal price. A couple of jigsaw blade sets are on sale. Here's the Hercules version. This is a 36-piece set at $18. You also have the Bauer set that's been around for a long time. This is a 30-piece set at just $10. This was one of my first purchases at Harbor Freight a long time ago. This is the Hallmaster dump cart. Mine is still going strong, and I think I got it back in the day for around $100. So just seeing it at $110, it's not a terrible price, being that that was probably 10 years ago. Just do keep in mind that this thing takes a long time to assemble. I remember that being a pain in the butt, but it's actually been a great dump cart. Here's a nice Pittsburgh plier set, a 6-piece set here for $10. The very popular Central Machinery dust collector has that 2-horsepower motor and a 35-gallon capacity, is on sale for $220. And then you can also pair it up to that dust collector accessory kit, so you can really get your whole shop set up for nice dust collection here. That's also on sale at $65. If you missed out on the 40% off all Braun lights during the deals of the day a couple weeks ago, check out this Braun 450 lumen. This is the pen light and it's 39% off, so pretty much the same price, and this is $14. The Pittsburgh Pro quick release extension set, a 4-piece set here for $15. You have the Bauer pole saw, so it can help out with any of those fall prunings that you might have, and that's just $70. It is tool only though. We're still going here. I told you there's a lot of ITC member deals. This is the US General Mobile Service Tray. This is on sale for $80. Could be a nice laptop stand that you could roll around the shop. A lot of these magnetic sweepers are on sale. These are great buys at Harbor Freight. Here is your 30-inch one, and this is on sale for $45. They have the 17-inch mini one. This is the one that I have. It's been great around my garage at just $10. And then you also have the 22-inch one. This one has the release, so it can release them without you having to bend down and pick everything up. And this is $35. Another one of those US General accessories is the magnetic screwdriver holder and tray at $10. If you're into any hobby modeling, here's a nice Avanti airbrush kit for $90. The Bauer Carbide router bit set, a 15-piece set, so pretty much all the router bits that you might need, is just $30. That's a great price. Here's an item that can get you out of a bind. This is a drill pump. You're going to hook a hose to either end and then put this thing on your cordless drill, and you can pump some water at a pretty decent rate here, 750 gallons per hour, and this is $13. Here's a nice Quinn 4-piece plier set at $20. Here's a pretty cool item. This is new. This is the solar-powered trickle charger. So maybe you have a lawn tractor that you keep out in a shed that doesn't have any power, and you like to keep a trickle charger on it over the winter time. You could maybe mount the solar panel to the roof of the shed or out a window and just keep that battery healthy and maintained all winter long. So this is pretty cool. And this is on sale for $25. This camping table is awesome. It folds up. It's super sturdy. I love how it has the recessed cup holders. You can get this in either blue or green, and it's just $20 right now. Another really cool item that I really didn't have any idea that Harbor Freight sold. I actually have a version of this from Klein Tools, but if you ever go out to your circuit breaker panel and you're never quite sure which outlet lines up with which breaker, this thing can make your life way easier. You're going to plug this end into whatever outlet you want to find, and then you're going to take the other end to your breaker panel, and it will actually light up next to the breaker that that other one is plugged into. So it's a really cool, really handy tool, and this is just $20 over at Harbor Freight. I believe that Klein one is at least 50 or 60 bucks. I absolutely love this Bauer 1-gallon battery-powered chemical sprayer. It's just the perfect size. It's so lightweight. I love the measuring cup as a lid. I think that's a genius design. Has a really nice metal wand on it, an easily twist adjustable tip, but I've had this one for years. I love it, and 40 bucks is a great price for this. Here's a nice hose splitter from Niagara. Has these springs on the end, so you're not going to kink any of your hoses. Also has the shutoffs on there. So if you're going to be running any sprinklers this fall, this is a great thing to have. This is just $10. And then last up, we have those Hallmaster vehicle rubber tool clamps. So if you do any off-roading, you can put some of these on your Jeep or whatever else you have that you want to take with you. And these are 50% off at just $1.50. But that's it. Those are all the deals. There is a lot going on at Harbor Freight this month. Again, tons of coupons out right now. You got the parking lot sale. It's going to be next Monday. So I hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you guys next time on Dad Deals.